Anatomy. Plant anatomy means study about internal structures. The plants are made up of cells. The cells are grouped into tissues. The tissues will become organs. So the organism they are having for the cells, tissues, then organs, then it will complete into organism. This organism performing different functions. The first growth, then metabolism, then reproduction, then maturity. Reproduction and so on. So growth, metabolism and reproduction. And it's performing for various functions of the growth. Growth is performed by cell divisions. Metabolism is it is to metabolic food materials, and then they are having for the reproduction to perpetuate to young ones. Then the tissues are a group of cells performing form and functions. The tissues are two types of tissues are there. You are having for meristematic cells. So all the tissues they are derived from the meristematic cells. What is the meristematic cells? The meristematic cells, the cell which is capable to divide and continuously. Then after the division, the cells it will become a permanent. The sum of the cells it is continuously divided. It is called as a meristematic cells. This is only to inherent capacity to divide and continuously. Wherever the cells are differentiated and maturity it get for attaining of permanent maturity. This is called as a permanent cells. But what are the characteristic features of the meristematic cells? Meristematic cells, this is polygonal, round or oval shaped structures which is containing for prominent nucleus, then dense cytoplasm, then cell wall is flexible, the cytoplasm containing food materials. These are the characteristic feature. But the cell wall is flexible or elastic in nature. Then the meristematic cells are differentiated into permanent cells. Okay. The meristematic cells are different types according to the types, according to the position of the cell. So the name also they are given according to the position of cells. How many types of meristematic cells? We are having for maximum 3 type of meristematic cells. They are explained in our text. The first type is the 3 types. The first type, apical meristem. The second one, intercalary meristem. Then the third one, lateral meristem. Okay, what does mean by apical meristem? How it has to be functioned in the plant terminal regions, that is apical regions. The first apical meristem. The apical meristem apical meristem present in the apical region. Then the intercalary meristem present in the nodal regions. This is intercalary meristem. Then the lateral meristem is present in the internodal regions. The first apical meristem, it leads to the growth of the plant, which is present in tips of stem and roots. Okay, so it is responsible for increase in the growth of the plant. Then it produces 3 zones. It divided into 3 zones. The first zone is protoderm. Then second zone is procambium. The third zone is a crowned meristem. Okay. Then the protoderm gives rise to epidermis in the plant. The procambium, it gives rise to primary vascular tissues, that is primary xylem and primary phloem. Then the ground tissue, it gives rise to cortex region of the stem and root. Then we are having for another type, another meristem, the second meristem. This is called as a intercalary meristem. The meristem is present in, that is intercalary meristem. Apical, intercalary. This is for lateral. So the intercalary meristem between the present in the nodal regions, which is increase the internodal areas of monocot plants, and especially because of the nodes are prominently present in the monocot plants. That's why it is extended the internodal regions. Okay. Then we are having for the lateral meristem. The third one is a lateral meristem, which is present in the lateral side of the stems, but at the same time the intercalary meristem present in between the differentiated cells. So in between the permanent cells we are having for the intercalary meristem. Even lateral meristem also present in the lateral sides of the permanent cells. Then we are having for the lateral meristem, it is present in the longitudinal axis of the stem, which is also producing for vascular cambium and cork cambium also. Okay, the cork cambium is also called as a phylogen. Then it produces a secondary permanent tissue. Secondary permanent tissue means, here I explained it, procambium is present for protoxylem and metaxylem. Here the protoxylem and protoploem. Here the vascular cambium, which has to be producing for the permanent tissues like the metaploem and metaxylem.